Good evening, welcome to the Opinion Box. My name is LEVY. It's a pleasure to be hosting this particular show tonight, and to join me in that discussion is LEVY OKUMU, my namesake.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, he's from the UDA Presidential Secretariat. We were supposed to have Dennis Banda here, who is from Azimio, and you know.
I think they have a well-documented history of skipping the debates.
No, he said he got into an emergency meeting.
I don't think so. You think that is the reason? I don't think so.
You sound like your boss. You think amekuhepa?
I think so.
Yeah?
I think these people, they don't have an agenda. And this election, William Ruto is giving people a choice. They have to choose between Raila Odinga, who has been swearing himself, or choose the person with an economic agenda. They have to choose a person who cannot come to a debate because he fears the question on the molasses saga and what have you, and a person who has strong convictions for this country. And I think at the end of the day, they will choose William Ruto.
Let's start with the debate. Since you're here, we're only about, less than a week to go to the election, running on 6 days now.
Yes.
5 by tomorrow morning. What do you think about the debates?
The debate was good. Ruto had a good platform to share his agenda, although the time was not very well. I think going to the future, we need to have like 3 hours for the debate. I think the time was not enough for him.
Someone will stand for 3 hours?
Yeah, someone like William Ruto will stand for 3 hours.
You think?
We need more time so that they can articulate their issues more broadly. But it was good on his side. But to our opponents, they choose not. And Raila Odinga, from his past, 2013, 2017, we all know that he's a very poor debater. And I think that is the reason. And Levy Connest, when the first debate, there was a notion in this town that Mother Karua is going to beat Gachagua in the debate. But they got a shock on them. The same way I think they're going to get a shock next week after the elections. And I think that is one of the reasons why Raila Odinga chose not to come for the debate.
Yeah, do you think, though, there's some hypocrisy in the talk about the debates? Because just in 2017, William Ruto skipped the debate, the deputy presidential debate. So did his principal then, Uhuru Kenyatta. Did they lack an agenda then?
No, they did not lack an agenda then. I think, as I have said, the government the bulk stops with the president. I think it's the president who chose that me and my deputy, we are not going to attend. The back of the government stops with the president, and that is why I'm saying that in this election, the president should ensure a smooth transition. He should not bring to us puppets because we know he's the puppet master.
Okay, you've swung into the whole puppet story right there. Just seesawed your way in. Well, do you really believe that, that Raila Odinga is a puppet?
Yes. Raila Odinga is a puppet.
This is not his first, try at the presidency.
Yes. For some of us, we thought Raila had strong convictions, and from the past we have supported him. But when he went into government, and we know part of this government, the second-term government, he has been the one who has been in charge with the president as the co-president. I think he went to the government and he left us outside there. That is why we abandoned him. And to us, he is a puppet.
Yeah, you never know what someone really is until they sit on the chair,
Yes.
Could be surprising. Anyway, you say next week will be the week of surprises. If UDA wins, it should not be a surprise to you.
Yes, it is not a surprise to us, but what I must say is that the emotion attachment that people have towards a politician, this is the time that they should cut it off, because we don't know clearly which side we are very sure we are going to win, but anything can happen. We win. If in the unlikely event Azimio wins, the other side should be ready to accept, and if UDA wins in the likely event, I think Azimio should be ready and should even commit themselves fully that they will accept the results.
If you lose, will you accept the results?
Yes, we will accept. I think my party leader has, on many occasions, committed that he will accept the results if he loses. And
but your party leader was at the IBC alleging a rigging plot.
Yes, that is correct. And it has to come back to the president. You know, Levy Kones, overt politics in the media has nothing to do with the deep politics that predominate, that the hidden forces predominate. I think we have seen and we know that the president has been having meetings with the security agencies and even the chiefs. That is public knowledge. That is why we are coming forward, we are raising questions. What does he have to do with those meetings? As he needs to be going home, and I don't know why he's very focused on someone who is coming in more than focused when he was coming in himself. I think he should go home well, and we know that the president is maybe cooking something which is not very well.
How sure are you? That's a very grave allegation.
I am sure.
IBC just told us yesterday that they are almost 100% sure, 99 point something, that it will be a free and fair election.
What answer do you have when the president is having meetings with and mobilizing chiefs and even county?
He's the president. He could be meeting the chiefs for anything.
No.
Matiang'i said today, you know, that UDA is saying that he is meeting with chiefs is akin to saying that, you know, his counterpart Magoha is meeting with teachers, or the finance guy is meeting with the treasury man. He said those are people in his docket. They meet with chiefs all the time. And they would have to meet, especially with an impending election, to discuss matters of security. You know, how is your area, that kind of thing. And unless we are privy to the intrigues that are going on, how do we know what they are saying?
When you are dealing with the horrific, deep-pocketed, so-called deep state, some of those statements are expected. We know for sure. And the president has come out clearly and said, in that meeting, in that Nakuru meeting, we are privy to information that he said, in this 1 week, he will do something that the other people will understand is the president.
Did he say that? I've had that said by UDA stalwarts, but we don't have a real transcript on that, do we?
No, I think, UDA is...
How do we know? If tomorrow somebody says, we are going to make it some guys, and this is what they said, how do we know? Unless we actually hear it.
I think it is, if you had given me time and I could come with those materials, I think it is there in the public. Uhuru Kenyatta mobilizing people against the other side. We have seen Matiang'i, we have seen Joe Musheru. As those people, they are not supposed to participate in politics because they are stakeholders in these elections.
So are you saying here, because I hear two things. One, you're confident you win the elections. But then you're also suspicious that the elections are going to be, mismanaged.
No, we are...
Is that what we are saying?
What we are saying, that the president should just go home peacefully. He should ensure a smooth transition. He should not be telling us, we want this one, we want that one, because even if we cannot say he's an A-star president, if we were to rate him out of 10, he will fall around 3 there. So I think he doesn't have the moral imperative to be lecturing us on who to elect.
Okay. He's not the first president, though, to endorse someone, is he?
Sorry?
He's not the first president to endorse someone, is he?
Yes, he is not the first president.
The more he did it, Kibaki kind of alluded to it.
Yes, but even if you do it, don't do it in the public.
Behind the scenes. Okay. I want to ask you something as a young person, because we are just about to go to the elections, and young people are front and center. They're the ones attending all the rallies. You know, I saw a rally in Wasingishu. It was packed, and then I saw a rally the following day by UDA, and it was packed. Who's attending the rallies?
The youth.
All the rallies, yeah?
Yeah, I think the issue of money, when they see politicians...
I think it's impossible to pay all those people. Did you see how many people are there?
No, I don't know where some of these people...
Can you really pay all those people? In fact, the ones I didn't saw yesterday at Maritune Plaza, it's unimaginable that you can pay everyone.
You cannot pay everyone.
How do you even organize them for payment?
I think these people have the tricks and everything, but they pay a large number, so people go there hoping to get something.
So that's the driving factor.
Yes, that is the driving factor, but we need to shift, even going to the future, and as a young person, and I took something from the president yesterday. He advised the youths that they should vote wisely. Other than that, I also took that he confirmed that he's the one who brought Mother Karua to the scene, but that is for another debate.
But still in this debate, but later on. But go on.
But the president gave a very good message to the young people that you should be wise with the person you are going to elect. Although the money, the everything, but giving it to the two camps, they have come up with manifestos. They have tried to make it simpler. And
yeah. Do you think in this particular week those things matter? Manifestos?
No.
Because even when I listen to the politicians on the ground, it's not about manifesto anymore. I mean, I heard UDA yesterday. All they were talking about was, these guys are not allowed us to go and campaign in Nyanza. They're full of violence. We have allowed them to come to Wasingishu. That, you see, it's a deviation from manifesto. Then I listened to Azimio, same story. It's just a bashback at UDA. Those guys, name calling, all manner of name calling thieves, what, me. And you realize manifestos have disappeared.
To a large extent, I agree with you that this is the time, the last moment is the time to get out the votes. And people are not delving into manifestos. They have come up with ways to mobilize as many people as possible to get out the votes.
So to get out the vote, you need propaganda. Because even today there was a video that was doctored about William Ruto. A terrible video that was going around really depicting him in a bad light. Almost seeming as if he was, ostracizing some communities. It was fake. It was trending.
Yes, I think...
And it was pushed by levels as high as, Hassan Joho's account, Junet Mohammed's account, Philip Etale's account. Very high up there. And propaganda has not just stopped that side. It's also this other side. And then there's also the billboards. Have you seen the billboards?
Yes.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Azimio put up some billboards attacking Rigathi Gachagua. And you guys put up some billboards depicting Raila sleeping. I mean, policy and manifestos, what you're going to do for anyone, is now completely out of the window. And now we're just on propaganda machinery.
Correct. And going to the future, the coming week, we are going to see more of that. Because as I have said, what people are now focusing on is not even the agenda. It's to get out the votes. And
what does that tell us, Levy? Does it tell us that is what politicians think that people want? Or that's what the people like consuming?
I think both sides have a problem. Both our leaders and even us. Because we are the first ones to go and ask for money from our politicians. We demand money. people demand money in these streets. Not that the politicians want to give them, it is that they demand, before they listen to you, they want to know what you will give. I think it is a culture that we need to stop as a people. And then, because these same people, one of us becomes our leader and it goes with those behaviors. I think that going to the future, those are the things that even as young people, we are going to do different kind of politics.
Yeah, that's the money part. But in terms of the propaganda angle, does it mean that we are consumers of, we just like rumors and stories, innuendos, and, you know, and come I tell you, this happened? Do we prefer that to policy? Is that, are we saying, I'm asking you, are we saying that the politicians are driving that to us, or are we the ones who actually like it so much that the politicians have no choice but to feed us propaganda?
Policy has its place. There is a time when people really listen to the politicians and their manifestos, but when it comes to the home stretch, I think those tricks and it happens everywhere. Even when you look at the US elections, it always happens when we are almost closing the elections, and I don't think it is going to stop anytime soon.
Yeah? Do you think it can sway someone though?
It can sway someone. Yes, it can sway someone.
It's very dangerous then, isn't it?
It is very dangerous. The world of politics.
Especially these people, dangerous. I think, who are in there, because we have a couple of guys, they say, are undecided.
Yes, there are some people.
Because the decided ones, I don't think are going anywhere, regardless of what they hear.
Yes.
And what they see.
Just the other week, I was with some people who had made up their mind that they are not going to vote. But after listening to what Ruto said in that debate, they made up their mind and they are going to vote for William Ruto. The propaganda has its part, it sways people, but also the miscalculations by our opponents, the Azimio sides, make people to shift from their side and come to our side.
Are you guys doing
very confident?
Are you doing everything right, OKUMU?
Not really. Not everything right, but we are doing our best. Yes.
And you're doing better than Azimio.
Of course.
I like the confidence. I think in the next 5 days, I'm just happy that it's all over, by the way. Hopefully it ends in a peaceful manner, because I think for many of us, it's been a tiring experience. It seems like it's a long, drawn-out electoral process. Now, by the way, there are 13,000 people, because we have about 16,000, I think 800 aspirants, and only 3,000, close to 4,000 of them are going into those seats, you know, MCA, Senate, MP, governors, and of course their deputies, and then the presidency. So a whopping 13,300 and something people are going to be crying premium tears come Wednesday, Thursday, as results begin to be announced.
After elections, we expect a lot of petitions. Most of these people will be going to court. It will be a busy week because even as president, we will only have one president.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we expect.
Some people say it doesn't matter who wins, there will be a petition on the presidency. Do you think so?
I don't think so, because for our side, if Raila Odinga wins fairly and squarely, we are going to accept the results. But we have enough lawyers.
That's the same statement said by the others. You know, if they win fairly and squarely, we will accept the results.
Yes, if there is no other hand, and for this case, we know which people want to people want to have.
So then you're feeding into the premise that regardless of what happens, there seems like there will be a petition. You think?
I think there will be not one petition. There will be a lot of petitions going to the future, going to the other week after the elections. It will be a very busy week.
It won't be over quick.
Yeah. It won't be over.
I think we should brace ourselves for a long week next week. IBC told us that they would announce the winner during the day. You think that's going to be soon? What's your prediction? What do you think? We vote Tuesday. When do we get a real final tally?
I think what IBC are trying to project that they are confident that this election is going to be different than the other elections. We might give them the benefit of doubt, but
When do you see that announcement coming? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
I think Wednesday.
You think? That's good. I'll hold you to that. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after these messages. Don't go away.